Hello and welcome, my name is Romney and thank you very much for joining my YouTube channel. I'm the founder of Global Self-Publishing, and if you haven't been to this channel, we talk about everything self-publishing, including in these videos doing niche research. Now I've had a couple of weeks off refreshing myself in the Australian sun, so I'm looking forward to getting back into things for 2024. So in this video, we're going to do some of our niche research. We're going to try and extract some gold nuggets from Amazon KDP while we do our niche research. But as a disclosure or disclaimer, I'm not going to be publishing in any of these books. It's more to show you the process that I take when I do my niche research. So there could be some great books that we find. There might be no books that we find, but at least you're seeing the process that I take. And we're not always going to be finding great books to publish in. And that's part of niche research. Within the time that I'm doing this video, you could find something within 15 minutes. It might take you 5 hours. It might take you 20 hours. And that's what niche research is all about. Now remember, if you happen to purchase Publisher Rocket or KD Spy, you'll actually get one of my courses for free. And that allows you to utilize Publisher Rocket, and you'll get my Amazon low and no content publishing course, which is a bestseller on Udemy, for free. And if you purchase KD Spy through my affiliate link in the description below, you'll get my Amazon niche research course absolutely free. So that might be something you want to look into. Anyway, let's get into this video right now. Let's see if we can find something of value in any of these KDP niches. Let's get into it right now. So here we go for session number 2. If you didn't see session number 1, make sure you go back to my playlist and you'll be able to find that video. Now, what I need to outline, if you haven't seen session 1, is that I use 2 key tools. I use KD Spy, which we'll be going to use up here, and I also use Publisher Rocket. So that's the tool and software right here. Again, if you want to purchase either of these 2 platforms, once you see the niche research, you can check out my link below and you'll get that free course as part of that purchase. So we're just going to reduce that for the moment. Now, last session we did arts and photography, and this time what I'm going to do is let's go down to business and money. Let's see if we can find a particular niche that you can create a book on. Now, it might be a high content book, it might be a low content book or a mid content book, it could be a children's book, it could be a no content book. But let's see what we can find. Now again, one of the key things is to go through. I start with the Amazon bestsellers list, and we just want to see if there's any familiar titles that are up here or any consistent themes that we're seeing. Like the previous video, it's the beginning of the year, so people might be looking at habits and goal setting. They might be starting to look at Easter time, perhaps. Could be about money, those sorts of things. So what we're going to do is go to business and money, and the key thing that we're going to be doing is trying to niche down as much as we can. Now you can see with business and money, there'd be about 15 or thereabouts different niche categories. So when we see these different niche categories, we want to try and niche down as much as we can. Now I don't know much about accounting, so I mightn't do that. But let's look at business development and entrepreneurship. So I'm going to click on that one. And then what I'm going to do is start to look through different themes that are happening. And I'm also going to look at the different options we have right here. So let's have a look down. What I'd normally do is have a spreadsheet. And the spreadsheet would consist of different niche ideas. So I'll just grab that spreadsheet to show you what I mean. So this is the spreadsheet. You could just list down the different kinds of niche. So it might be business and finance. You might have different keywords that you start to list. So what I normally do is go through the actual titles of the books and list down some main keywords that I would see as part of these books. So it might be side hustle. It could be $1 million. It could be, what's this one? $100 million offered. So it might be secret millionaire mind. Just try and pick some of the main keywords that are featuring in these titles. Now, if you do have KD Spy, you can fast track that. So I'm going to use KD Spy here, And what I do is wait for it to upload, and then you can actually do the word cloud. And this will give you a list of different keywords that you might be able to use in your title, because these are featuring heavily across the top 50 books. Business, Get, Your, Buy, How. So you could bring those together, and they're the top 5 words used in bestseller titles across these ones right here. So you can do that. You can start to add those into your tracker right here. Anyway, let's get back to this. So I'm going to niche down even further. I'm going to go to starting a business. And here we can see the different books that we've got. What we need to determine is, are these books that we can create? Do we need a particular expertise? Would we need to outsource some of the content? Could we create it ourselves? Are you looking at doing a resource or a high content book or a low content book? So what I do, I scroll down here and I start to have a look at the main books and some of the words. So I'm continually just tracking and going through, in my mind, the different areas that we could do. So there's a few about ChatGPT. So that's one's there. Broke to Billionaire. What Upstarts Fail. So what I'm going to do is let's have a look and see if I can. So starting a business. So if I go business journal as a keyword, business journal notebook, that comes up as something that people are typing for, but there's 50,000 of those. We don't want 50,000. We want a lot less than that. But what we can do is get some ideas from these as well. So we scroll down a little bit. We can see that this one's ranked at 171. So you might have a startup business plan journal. So let's do that one. Startup business plan. Let's do journal. So there's 1,000 results under that term. Let's have a look and see how they're tracking. 2 million, 2 million, 1 million, 171,000. That's that one there. See, it seems to be very high, those rankings, which is not going to be suitable for us. This one, Dummy's Guide to Starting Your Own Business, but I believe Dummy's Guide might be trademarked, so you've got to be careful with that as well. I don't like anything that I'm seeing in this section. The Sales Playbook, that's currently sponsored. Oh, sorry, that's the SaaS Playbook, not sales. Startup Business. I just don't think at this point in time there's anything that I would be looking at creating in this area. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back a couple, and if this section, starting a business, isn't bringing up anything, then maybe we leave it. Let's go back to business and money, and let's have a look at some other areas that are in business and money. Again, you need to find out what areas are actually trending at this point in time. Let's go to job hunting and careers. Again, what we're doing is we're trying to niche down. So we might go to interviewing. So we go to interviewing, and let's have a look at these ones here. 2-hour job search. I'm looking for different keywords here that might be standing out. Let's have a look at KD Spy and see if this can bring up any main keywords that we can actually search for. So job interviewing as a keyword looks to be something that people are looking for. So what we do here, we go to the sales rank and we can sort it, and you can see there's a lot of competition, but there's a lot of potential, and the popularity is pretty good as well. Now the sales rank for that keyword, job interviewing, is really good. What we tend to do is try and maybe adjust this keyword, because we can go to insights, we can do a market intelligence report through ChatGPT with using KD Spy. But let's go to insights, word cloud, and we can have questions, guide, career, interview. So they're the top words. I'm going to go job interviewing, but let's mix it up. Strategies for teens. Let's do that one. 61 results. Let's have a look at KD Spy. This one's probably going to add, it's probably going to be a little bit high, I reckon, from what I see. Don't think this is what we would be looking for. I just get a feeling it's not even worth it. So, job interviewing just for teens maybe. And let's see if this one brings up something. So we go to KD Spy, we wait for the results, and it pulls these results, which is again way too high. I don't think this is again something that probably could be pursued, but let's have a look and see if there's any other. The Youngest Survival Guide to Living, okay. Job interviewing teens, no, I just don't think that is an area that we want to be looking into again. Let's go back a couple of steps. Interviewing, what is trending though? Coding interview, these look like long form books, so if you want to create a long form book you could. We keep going down here. 15 minutes for a better interview, that looks like an Audible book. Is there anything that is standing out to me? Do great answers to interviews. Let's go resumes. See if there's something in this one. Vote for you. So it's 21,000. Let's have a look and see what's in this one here. So it's number 1 new release in job resumes. It's currently ranked at 21,000 and number 2 in career development counselling. So you can actually check out these different ones. So you can go to job resumes into this actual category. Let's do a KD Spy check on this category and see if this gives us a few different ideas of what we could create. So I'm just going to pause this while this loads up. And job resumes is a good keyword. Cloud, we've got work, guide, career, federal, job, your. So your what color is your parachute? That's a very popular book. So we can't really compete with that when we look at the reviews that they've currently got. So we keep scrolling down. Remember, it's not about giving up too early. You need to find the area that you think that you can make an impact on. What is the book or keywords that you can search for that are going to help you? So if we go back up here, I'm going to do a check with Publisher Rocket, and let's have a look here. So if we just do resume, and this might give us some additional keywords. So we check these, resume writing, and this is what we can check in KDP. Resume writing books 2023, resume writing book. We want a keyword that we can actually use in our title potentially. So we keep going down. Not sure about resume logbook, but let's have a look. You might be quite surprised at what we have here. Your resume interview. So we look up here. Let's have a look. These are all got under 100 searches per month. Earnings aren't great. So let's do a new search. Let's go job interviewing from the previous research that we did. And let's have a look at these. And we can also find out how some of these books are tracking. So average monthly sales, hardly anything there. So we don't, okay, we could do job skills 14s. How does that come up? Let's have a look. Wait for this to do 22, 631. Let's have a look at what books are in those keywords. So job interviewing strategies, 14s. Daily sales, no, we don't want those. Let's have a look down further. Load more. To load. Keep going down. Life skills books. Okay, so what we might do is let's have a look at business and money. We're going to look at personal finance, and we're going to look at, let's just do money books for kids. 30,000 results. What else are people searching for? 8 to 12-year-olds. 2,000 results. Let's see what this brings up. So if we go to KDP Spy, we do a bit of a search here to find out what the average sales rank is. So we wait for this to load up. So this is now loaded up. We do a filter for the sales rank. We can get rid of the bottom three and it gives us a sales rank of 31,856. Work, cloud, kids, investing, activity, skills and money are the main keywords. Let's have a look at what, oops, I need to go back. Let's highlight this and I'm going to go to Publisher Rocket, keyword search. Let's put in this and we go books and let's find out the search. Okay, so the searches are really high. Great monthly earnings, average price is 11. Competitive scores moderate, but not too bad if you come up with the right book. Let's do a search here. And you can see some of the books and how they're doing. Monthly sales over 2 grand, 3 grand, 4 grand, 1,500. How old are these books? So this has only been around for 147 days. So it's less than half a year. So if we go, let's go to categories, and we can see sales to 10 is 2 under that different category. Here we go, study aids, maths, activity books. Let's go and see this one here. So this is, you can't select this. This is what they call a ghost category, but you can get into that in the later stage. Insights, let's have a look at the insights. It's gone down. Let's go back again. Let's go to the main keywords that are being used. So these are the main keywords for this category. So you can use those when you're using Publisher Rocket, which is great. So we can see that. We can go back and let's go back to the keyword search. I think this could be something that we could pursue potentially. So let's go here. What I would then do is start to write down these different keywords. I'm going to have a look at this and see if this is something that we could potentially create. You can see here, we can expand the view. We can have a look at those. And you can read through what this book's about. It's not showing me the look inside at this point in time. I'm going to go back to it again. And it'll give you some good information through description about what that book's about. You go down, they've got some great A+ content, which is listed right here. And then you've got the ranking of 13,000, number 11 in children's money. These are different categories you can go and have a look into as well. And you can see the reviews as well. So there's some really good reviews, verified reviews. You can see that they are giving 5 stars for most of them, which is great. And if you look closer into this book, I think it will probably give you some great activities that you could do as well. But I think finance or money skills for kids or teenagers would be a great niche to get into if you have the opportunity of doing that. So everything money for kids, I'd be looking through these. Life skills for amazing kids, money counting workbook, 47,000. So how does this one go? Let's have a look at these, look at the images. You can see what they are like on the back. So they've got some writing, they've got some activities here. You can perhaps even color some of those in. So that's a great option there. You can look at what the workbook includes, exercises, big description there. And if you scroll down, you can see the A+ content. So you can see inside. I think you could create that quite easily, even using a program like Canva. And you can see the A+ content that they've added. They spend a fair bit of time with that, which I think is important. And then they've got a current ranking of 47,000. Some really good customer reviews. They got 14 of them. I'm not sure what the 1-star is, but you can investigate that later if you want to. And you can see the top reviews here as well. Bought this for 70 off. Some hardly any practice sheets. So a lot of page size posters with tracing. If you want to get that sort of feedback and adjust yours, you can do that as well. So I think this could be a great area to get into. If we go back to our results and we had that main keyword, which is money books for kids aged 8 to 12, we do a KD Spy review. This shows us what the results are. What we're ideally looking for are reviews which we're getting, say, under 150 reviews, which we can compete against. So we can do a search there or a filter, and then we want to have about 5 or 6 books that are under, say, 100,000, and this ticks all the boxes. So this one, for example, 14 reviews, 47,000, 32 reviews, 57,000, 33 reviews, 13,000. As long as these match a similar keyword, then you can count them in. Really good average sales rank. Total monthly revenue is good, and you can see the average monthly revenue from these books alone. So pulling some great results from 1 to 20. So hopefully that helps you with some of your niche research and maybe potentially an area that you can get into. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Remember, if you want to purchase Publisher Rocket or KD Spy via my affiliate links below, you'll get a free course as part of that purchase, which is great value for you. So anyway, until my next video, I look forward to seeing you then. Goodbye.